It's time to raise the roof for our latest off-season episode. Welcome back, everyone, to the pod. I'm your host, Alex Murphy. The boys are here today, Evan Lynch and Gibby. We have a lot of things to discuss on this podcast. We have a very special guest who we'll introduce in just a second. There was a national championship game to be had. A former podcast guest of ours was there and was very happy. But first off, just how are y'all doing?
Pretty good, Alex. Just enjoying my Wednesday night recording this. Pretty good. Yeah, Indiana just won the national championship. Uh, Doubled their bowl count in 1 year, which is kind of a crazy feat,
Yeah,
considering the amount of stages that are in the college football playoff now.
this is
So
true.
that was interesting. Yeah, Mendoza with that play, him just like charging the line and just going through. That really hyped me up. So yeah, Monday was pretty good. Uh, so yeah. How
Good
about
stuff.
you, Evan?
Yeah, I mean, as Alex can relate to this, just getting ready for this apparently huge winter storm coming through the area.
Yeah. To everyone in our area who's in the northeast, any of that area, please be safe this weekend because it's
Yeah,
not going to
it's
be fun.
just getting ready for that. Got a bunch of groceries for this weekend. But yeah, no, Monday night's game was a lot better than I thought. I thought Indiana was going to roll. Which I guess they did kind of control the game, but Miami had they have some sick skill guys. Tony's
Yeah,
gross.
Pony's insane.
Fletcher's disgusting too, but Mendoza's just I don't know. He's one of those guys where I don't understand how anybody can not like him. What a story for Indiana. Signetti is the best coach in
Yeah, I mean
the
it's not
country.
just him though. I mean that whole team is just impressive. I mean,
Number 80, I forget his name, but number 80 on Indiana,
Made
two
some
oh
sick
unbelievable
yeah,
plays.
catches.
This is very true.
Becker, I think his last
I
name
forget
is,
his name,
but
but
yeah.
he made some really good catches on the sideline.
hell of a game though, and good for the Big Ten, three straight. So
And we're never going to get one, so yeah.
yeah. Well,
Well,
I guess last year's was kind of a Mickey Mouse one. Ohio State losing twice. That's
you
whatever.
know, I do want to rope in our guest, who is our first player prospect guest of the year to talk about that. And obviously, we're going to talk plenty more. But just to introduce him, he's a 12th round pick in the 2022 draft by the Rays. Lawrenceville, Georgia native, already told us that he's a Georgia fan. Grew up right near Athens in the Atlanta metro area. Um, Pitched in Double A Montgomery this year. Also pitched in Bowling Green. And a fun story kind of relates to my brother, who's a JUCO bandit himself, a JUCO bandit of his own. Colby Community College in Kansas. Alex Cook has joined the podcast. Alex, first off, do you want to weigh in on the college football or anything? And also, welcome to the pod.
I can't even say anything about college football. My team got booted, so nothing to
Yeah,
say
that did happen.
Well, did you watch the
Unfortunately.
game on Monday?
for sure.
Yeah.
I, I
Well,
was I'm not gonna say I was going for Miami, but I wanted Miami to win. But Indiana
Hey, you know
deserved it.
what? That's kind of how I felt like halfway towards the game. I didn't really have a stick in the competition, so I was just
Yeah,
like, those Miami kids, they're really playing it out against, a much older, much more experienced team. So it
for
was
sure.
interesting to see.
Glad it was close too. I'm
It
glad it
was close
was.
too. It was close. It
yeah,
was
it
not
was
what
a
I was
good game.
expecting.
And also, podcast guest of ours, Trisha Whitaker, who has been great to us over the years, was at the game, had the time of her life, went on MLB Network this
Wa-
morning, lost her
Was she?
voice.
Was she at every game? She went to the
She was
Rose
at a
Bowl too,
couple of them for
right?
sure.
I think.
I mean, I
Um,
would have gone to every game. I had friends who were there and all that stuff. But that's that we can. It's this isn't a football podcast. This is a race podcast. And we have Alex on to talk more about that. So, I think one of the first things I want to get into, especially because it's kind of relates to my family and everything that's going on, is the JUCO to MLB, JUCO to minor league baseball, Major League Baseball route. Because I know that it's a thing. Guys have done it. It's not the most common thing in the world, though. So like for you, because you were drafted straight JUCO to a major league organization and have now gone through. Did
Mhm.
you expect when you were at Colby that you had any shot of, A, getting drafted and then B, being at this point a couple years later?
I mean, when I was at school, I didn't really. The plan was always the draft, of course, but when I was there, I was just playing and throwing the best I can to see what could happen in the future. So, man, I necessarily don't have how do I say that? It's like the plan, of course, was the MLB, but
Yeah.
I wasn't like focused on, all right, who's gonna draft me, what round. Like I didn't. I talked to maybe four teams, like talking. So
Okay.
nothing too crazy.
Yeah. So then, when how did the Rays come into play? Were they one of the teams, or were they a team that just kind of came out of the blue?
Honestly, they came out of the blue. Matt Allison was my area scout, and he told me that he came to see me at least four times. And I mean, I think I saw him and talked to him once or twice, maybe. So
Okay.
a couple other
Like
times
a
that he was
ghost in
there
the wind.
watching without letting me know. So clearly he liked what he saw
Yeah, working in silence, I guess.
for
That's
sure.
Yeah,
interesting.
yeah. So in getting drafted by the Rays, what I mean, if you can remember, it's a couple years at this go or at this point, but if you can remember back to that point, what were kind of the talks initially with whomever it was in the organization about, what they were expecting out of you, what they liked out of you, and what they were kind of hoping your trajectory was going to look like?
I mean, all they really told me was just to be me and like I would say like the type of pitcher I am, I like to like overpower hitters. So just try to get ahead in counts as fast as possible and just try to put a hitter away as fast as possible. Because I'm an overpowering pitcher and just got to use my tools to be as best as possible.
Yeah. Evan and Gibby, I don't want to take all the
Yeah,
questions, so if you guys want to jump in and
I
start it.
I guess my first question is just um like as race fans get to know you a little bit more as you get closer to the show and as you make the show, what should race fans expect to see from you? Like what's your arsenal looking like? I guess
My bad. I didn't mean to
no
interrupt
no
you.
no, I was done. I was done.
I mean, it's a pretty simple pitcher. I'm right-handed, fastball, slider, changeup. Majority fastball, slider. Just throw the changeup every now and then to let them know that I have it. But I like to use my fastball a lot to really overpower hitters.
Where's your fastball kind of topping at right now?
Last season I topped out at 99, but
Oh, jeez.
I probably sit like 5 to 7 maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn, 99. That's big.
Can't
Take
get over
that.
can't get over that 100 hump.
Well, was that what you were hitting at JUCO, or was that something that's kind of developed over
Nah, I
time
mean,
since you've been with the Rays?
it's kind of like I didn't I necessarily I've always thrown hard, but I didn't really like learn how to use my body to like maximize everything until I got to the Rays, of course. Like when I was in JUCO, I was just like natural raw talent, just going out throwing, just because I was not. I don't want to be sound like cocky or anything, but I was better than everyone, and so I would just go pitch, and it always worked.
I mean, that
How
checks out.
much?
No, you actually wouldn't believe how many people tell us that exact same thing. It's like not to be cocky. I was the best. It's a pretty common thing. It's just you're
No,
the
for
best in the
sure,
area, so it's
for
not
sure.
not nothing.
I guess how much did the Rays kind of change any mechanics? Like how much have they kind of reimagined your entire pitching m motion or
I
whatnot?
mean, I would say like the only thing that really changed is my arm slot a little bit. Like I say I was more like three quarters, and now I'm kind of like more over the top. So nothing too crazy. I've worked on my slider a lot more. So when I was in JUCO, I actually threw a curveball.
Mm.
And I barely threw a slider. And then I got to the Rays. They told me like the curveball's not going to play at the higher level, so we're just going to focus on the slider. And so a couple like last 2 years, I've been just trying to nail that down, try to get as best as possible.
Have you got a chance to work with Kyle Snyder at all? Like, has he come down and worked with any of the minor league guys, or like talked with you about like
Um,
has he seen, what like your pitching motion looks like, and has he given you any tips by chance?
no, I mean I've definitely talked to him for sure.
Yeah.
I was supposed to be in big league camp last year, but I had my surgery in early February,
Okay.
so I was technically in big league camp, but I was on the minor league side, like just doing all my rehab and stuff. But I mean, if we see each other walking, we'll have a little side conversation and just talk about whatever. So I've had a couple of conversations with him.
How is the shoulder feeling? Ready to go for
Great, ready to
2026?
go.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
best thing. Is that so? Like last year when you got back, because I know that you put up good numbers in Montgomery, but like, did it feel like it was at 100%, or like were you not fully there, but now you're there with having like a full off season to really get ready for this year?
Yeah, so I mean, to break it all down, it happened in my shoulder injury happened in 24 when I was
Okay.
in Bowling Green. I was
Okay.
starting and I was like 8 or 9 starts into the year and I kind of had some shoulder issues then. And they shut me down, sent me to Florida to like long extensive rehab, and then built back up down in Florida and felt good. Came home for the off season. I threw my first pin, and then it didn't feel good again. So I went down to Florida and then got shoulder surgery. And I was there until July of 25, like of this past year. And then I went to
Mhm.
Montgomery and finished the year. But when I went to Montgomery, at first I didn't like, I'm not gonna say I felt bad, but like it was still like aching a little bit.
Mhm.
So I took like a week and a half off, and then came back and smooth sailing from there.
Yeah, and I mean, it's clearly it's worked out. I know. I'm trying to think back to your numbers here because I have them up right here. So you mentioned being a starter, at least in Bowling Green, and then you turned
Mhm.
into more of a reliever. Was that like a something that you wanted to do? Was that more of advised to you after the injury of like, hey, we want to try to turn you into a short innings guy, or like how did that go?
I mean, it's whatever they tell me they need me to do, I'm willing to do. Is so when I was in JUCO, I was a starter. I JUCO like the way we played our games, we double header, 7 inning, 9 inning. I would throw the
Oh.
7 inning and would throw the whole game. And so like I was used to the built up starting life. Got drafted into the pen. I'm not gonna say I got used to the pen life again, but it was just like I got to just go in there and overpower everyone. Starting is a different ball game. Like you gotta routine, you gotta like pitch to every batter differently. So it's a lot. And I would think that like the best I can be is in the pen. So if that's where they want me, that's where I'm gonna be.
So you mentioned going back home for the off season. So were you so when you got the surgery and all that stuff, were you chilling down in Florida and working on rehab, or did you come back because I'm assuming that you're still living in the in the Fayetteville, Georgia area, all that stuff right
Hmm.
now. So like, did you
Yeah,
just go
so
back home and just work on rehab there?
nah, surgery, I stayed in Florida the whole time. I was in Florida rehabbing from May of 24, went home September of 24, came back. I went down there the 17th of this year, or last year, 25, and then surgery February 7th, and then I was good to go July 5th. So, was that 5 months
Damn.
of 2025?
Yeah, I mean, how was that like? Because I know like I've asked athletes about just like injuries before and how much it sucks or whatever it is and having to deal with that. Like, how was that like for you over that span of, trying to keep your mind right, knowing that like you want to be out on the field, but obviously with everything going on, you can't be.
For sure. No, the mind's the hardest part that you gotta get over that hump first to realize that you're gonna be okay at the end of the day. And like it's a long process, and one day like you're not gonna feel good, but you just gotta keep putting in work, and it'll all work out in the end.
So
Was,
with
was
sorry.
I was just gonna ask,
What?
was that your first kind of significant injury that you'd had
Yeah,
to endure?
so my second year at JUCO, I had a UCL sprain. They call it a flexure sprain or something. And that was like the first time that I truly have been hurt in my life. So I went, knock on wood, I went, what, 21, 22 years of my life with no major
Mhm.
injury.
Yeah.
Got drafted, and I was hurt when we got drafted. Spent some time rehabbing my elbow, and then this was my first surgery. So I really only had two major surgeries, or not surgeries, two major injuries.
Okay.
Gibby, it sounded like
Sorry,
you had
Gibby.
something.
Yeah, yeah. I was wondering, so it looks like, so from what you're telling me, it's like you were in it was like high A ball,
Hmm.
or and then you got injured and then you come back and then you're in double A. Like
Hmm.
what was that kind of transition like? Is it hard to have an injury and then also have to do that transition at the same time? Does it make it more difficult, or
No, I mean,
can you kind of like forgive yourself a little more because it's like you're in a higher level and you just came back from
I,
injury?
I don't think like it was necessarily a change because of the levels. I mean, it's baseball at the end of the
Yeah.
day. So, I mean, The only thing I really thought about with like the moving levels is just like I have to perform better necessarily.
Hmm.
So I mean, I just showed up every day, did what I was supposed to do, and just competed as much as I could.
Yeah, and the numbers really show that. So yeah, it was impressive year.
Thank you.
Yeah, how is So I've only gotten a chance to see Montgomery in the off season, and like I got a chance to see the stadium is for those who haven't gone down there. It is such a unique stadium. It's nothing like you've seen with a minor league stadium. It's really really cool on the waterfront, and you have the train that kind of goes by and things like that.
Mhm.
What was that experience like for you? Just being with the Biscuits.
For one, ridiculously hot. Middle of the summer, I got there beginning of July, and it is insane how hot it is. I mean, it's just, I mean, it's a cool place. It's just another stop on the road. Get to be with my teammates and my friends and enjoy the game of baseball.
What
You got to be
was
somewhat used to those hot. I mean, Georgia's not that much cooler, so you got to be used to those hot
There's no getting used to the southern
Yeah,
heat.
he's
southern
right
summer
about that.
days.
No, there's
Yeah.
no getting used to it.
Yeah, native Floridian here. I can attest to that.
this is very true.
And he
What
worked outside at Steinbrenner all last year, so he can certainly attest to
Oh yeah, yeah.
that.
Yeah, and I can attest I haven't gone to those games. Jesus Christ, that sucked. Yeah, I'm so glad that they're. I'm sure that you'll be glad if you end up finding a way up to the big league soon. I'm sure that you'll be glad to be pitching inside of the Trop because
Yeah, and the
my
trop,
goodness,
nice
it is.
AC, nice.
Nothing will beat that.
Yeah, it is
Hmm.
not.
Trust me,
Oh
I'm
my
excited to
God,
go there too.
Steinbrenner was that was nuts. uh,
So,
uh, oh, sorry. I was gonna
oh,
say I was curious to ask about like the opponents that you played last year in Montgomery, because I know that you kind of came through like halfway through the year. But what were some of the visiting cities that you went to? Did you have any favorites?
Um, so I mean, the Southern League, there's only 8 teams in it. We don't really go like anywhere crazy, but I started out my first, like when I went there, we were in Knoxville, and
Okay,
then I went Columbus, Biloxi. Where else did we go? Chattanooga. I think there's one more that we went. Oh, Birmingham. But I would say like out of the ones that I went to, Knoxville is by far my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Brand new park, like it's a great city. It's good vibes all the way around.
College Town. It's
Yeah,
like
I was gonna say. I mean, an opposing college town at that
yeah.
Out of all
with
those
Going, I
cities
go
you
in
just
there and hit on
named,
some Dolphins.
Georgia owns Tennessee. Tennessee
You
hasn't
know
beat
it.
Georgia in what?
Years.
Yeah. So I mean, it's crazy. We're less than a month away from pitchers and catching reporters. Like, what kind reporting? What's going to be your schedule looking like for the next couple of weeks to get ready for that?
So I'm going down next Sunday. I'm gonna have a week of early like pitching camp, just throwing in front of the coaches, throwing pins, and the normal that I do here, just down in front of them all. But just throw 2 pins a week from here on out, and just try to feel as best as possible.
Please stay
That's
healthy.
the main thing is to stay healthy.
Yes, please, please.
yeah.
The Rays are going to need as much bullpen help as possible
Not for sure.
after what we experienced last year.
Don't get us started on the major league bullpen last
Oh
year.
God,
That
yeah, no,
was
I won't, I won't. So on top of that, what does your entire offseason look like so far? Because this is your first healthy off season in a couple years at this point.
I mean, I don't do anything too crazy. I just working on Monday through Friday, throwing Monday through Friday as well, and just trying to get my body to feel as best as possible. Big, I'm a big like legs guy. I like to get in there, not necessarily lift a house, but I like to throw some weight around for sure.
I like it.
are you a big World Baseball Classic fan? Will you
No,
be
for
watching?
sure. That's a great time.
Oh yeah.
I just love the
4 years.
one-off games. They're so great.
It's I'm so excited.
I think it's going to be great. So like, on that. I mean, I don't even know if it would be a thing because, like, I mean, there's going to be a bunch of teams down in Florida, but, like, would that be something where, like, you guys would potentially try to go see a game if you had an off day?
During spring training,
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be for sure fun, but we get one off day spring training, so
Oh,
It's not.
let's go.
it's hard to have some fun during that time.
I mean, I know that they're going to play. I know that the Rays are going to play the Netherlands in an exhibition. So, like, if you're
Hmm.
if you're, invited into big league camp, then I mean, you can at least get a taste of it to an
Not for
extent,
sure.
which is pretty
That
cool.
that'd be a blast.
Yeah, it's definitely. I'm very. I think we're all really excited on that. So on that, I guess talking more about like preparation for spring training, everything at that point. So coming into the off season, you were one of the potential Rule 5 guys for the Rays that might have gone up, might have not gone up. The Rays chose to keep you and add you to the 40 man. Did you have any expectations going into the off season of what was going to happen? What were the talks like? And then when you ended up finding out that you were added and they kept you, what was that feeling like for you?
I mean, so going into the offseason, I knew it was my Rule 5 year. Like everyone in my draft class is like, we know it's our Rule 5 years, so like anything could happen. And honestly, when the day came out, what is it, like November 19th or the 21st, one of the, like whenever the Rule 5 draft is, I got a phone call and I was like, I mean, I just thought it was an invite to spring training and it was Ibach and Smitty and wait, not Smitty, Schneiderman, sorry. They were just like, we're gonna protect you on the 40 man. And when they told me that, I was just speechless. Like I didn't even know what to say back.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
couldn't
awesome.
imagine.
Yeah, that's sick. Congratulations for that, by the way. I
Thank
mean,
you.
that's yeah, the amount of trust that the team has to have in you is it's got to be pretty flattering,
For
I
sure.
imagine.
For sure.
Yeah, like what was it feeling on that side of it, knowing that like, there wasn't everyone that they kept, but they had enough faith in you to want to keep you and see what you could do.
I mean, it feels good. It's a lift off your shoulders to know that the team trusts you that much to protect you and wants you to be with them further down the road. So I mean, it's truly just a blessing.
Mhm. Do you on the going back to the non-roster invitee stuff? Do you have any expectations? Because you said that you were supposed to be in big league camp and you were on the minor league side of things. Are you expecting to be a non-roster invitee and be with big league camp this year as compared to last year?
Yeah, so
Or
last year I was technically a non-roster invitee because I was on the 40 man, but this year with me being on the 40 man, I'm good to go. I'll be in spring or big league spring training.
okay, guaranteed then, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like I mean with that, like how exciting is that for you knowing that like, along with that, you're already guaranteed to go there, you're going to be with all the guys. Now you're going to be able to work with, Snides, one-on-one straight up. Like how exciting is that part of it?
I mean, you get to be around all the big league guys. I mean, that's what you dream about as a kid. So I'm excited to really finally get to be around everyone and nitpick at their daily routines and stuff and try to get that into mine. So I'm ready to go.
Are there any big league guys who you're like pretty close with? Who you're talking with, maybe getting advice from?
I mean, me and Chandler Simpson, of course, we're dogs. We same draft class, played in Charleston together, played BG together, and so I'm glad to finally get to hopefully be back with him. And
There you
then
go.
I've been getting closer with Richie Palacios as well. So I'm I wouldn't say like I've been more tuned in to the position players rather than the pitchers, which is kind of crazy because I'm a pitcher, but
Hey, it all
There's a
works
lot.
out.
We
Nice. Did,
we got a lot of we got a lot of young bucks on the position players who are
not for
you know
sure,
those guys are all your age, like we said.
for
So
sure.
that's what
Now,
you're gonna gravitate.
on Chandler because he's an Atlanta guy just like you are. Did you end up ever playing him in high or like play him in high school? Or did you two ever cross paths while you were both in high school?
Nah, that's it's actually crazy. We never really crossed paths in high school. He went to a private school in Atlanta, and
Okay,
so like his classification was smaller, so we didn't really match up.
got it. Okay.
But even travel ball, no, we never played each other. It's kind of crazy because I mean, if you're a Georgia kid, you grow up playing late point, perfect game, all that. So
Yeah, interesting.
I wonder. I would love to see some of the videos of how fast. I mean, I can't imagine how fast he was in high school. Like
nah,
it must have
it's
been.
crazy
Was that like a thing that was like talked about consistently? Just like,
every day.
yeah, I can
Because I
imagine.
mean, he it's insane, and he's got his routine down to a T. He does the same stuff, like he knows what he needs to do, and I mean, when speed's your tool, you gotta maximize it, and he's learned to maximize it very well.
Any
Are you? So,
any beef that has transpired between you and him, considering that he's a tech guy?
Nah, he knows what it is. I told him like if I see him in spring training, he knows what it is. He actually, when we were in Orlando for spring training, and what was that, 23? We faced each other, and he hit a comebacker at me, and it hit me right on the hand, and I had to go get X-rays and stuff. But it was good. But so I told him the next time we see him, I gotta get my get back.
I love that. That's sick. I love that. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
So this is going back to the start of the combo when we were talking about JUCO, and I know, I mean, from watching like Eric Sim, who, if you guys don't know, King of JUCO, talking with my brother, another JUCO guy. Like, I feel like all the JUCO guys have a little bit more of a chip on their shoulder because when you look at the grand scheme of baseball, you're not really looking at JUCO as like a place to be able to go and make it potentially to the big leagues. You're looking at, like, you mentioned Georgia, the Georgias of the world, the LSUs, Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Tennessee, schools like that. Do you feel like, and have you had a chip on your shoulder being a JUCO guy and trying to make it?
Nah, I mean, I don't feel like there's necessarily a chip on my shoulder. I'm the same as a dude who came from Power Five D1 school. I'm just nah, I don't think there's a chip on my shoulder. But fun fact, Erickson went to the same. He went to Kobe as well. To
Oh,
my
he did.
JUCO.
Is that what was that a
Yeah.
little bit of a motivation for you to go there?
Nah, it's actually crazy. So I went to an NAIA school out of high school,
Okay.
20 minutes down the street from my house. I lived at home, commuted every day. I was there. COVID was my true freshman year, and then went back. Everything was online that fall.
Okay.
I got in some grade trouble, and I had a teammate at GGC. That's where I went, who came from Colby, and one of our coaches also knew the coach from Colby, and they were like, we'll take care of you. Don't worry." And then within a week, I was going to Kansas.
That's
Hmm.
wild to go from Georgia to Kansas. That
Mhm.
must have been a culture shock and a half because I don't know where.
Complete shell shock. And then we were in like the northwest corner, like 20 minutes from Colorado, middle of nowhere.
Jeez, I
Wow.
wow. So, like, what was like the closest city to you or like town to you?
City, technically Denver, and which was a 3-hour drive west.
Oh my God. That's not close.
We were 3 hours from Denver, 5 hours from Kansas City, and like six from OKC.
Oh my
Middle of
Man,
nowhere.
just
god.
the definition of the plains. Kind of forget that
Literally.
Kansas borders Colorado. It's kind of one of those like weird.
That
You
is
don't
in
think
the
about
middle of
that.
the boonies. Oh my god. That is the boonies. Holy
No,
crap.
it's definitely the boonies.
That's
Town. I
crazy.
think I think we
Play a
have
lot of
more
baseball there.
kids. A
Don't
lot of
do
baseball.
all.
I'm like, I don't even know like how to react to that because, like, I just can't imagine. I mean, were there a lot of other JUCOs that were nearby, or like how long were the drives to go to games?
Yeah, so the KJAC was the conference that we were in. There's actually a lot of JUCOs in Kansas. There's so many that like Kansas is its own region to like go to the College World Series for JUCOs.
Hmm.
Oh
But
wow.
so yeah, there was I said 18. They split it up 9 and 9. The closest drive was probably like 2.5, and then
Hours?
furthest
Oh
we crossed the
God.
state, so 5. And then
God.
so we
Well,
play we play double headers Thursday and Saturday.
okay.
And Thursday we either play at home or away, and then Saturday's the opposite. It's like if we play there on Thursday, we play at home Saturday.
That's
Hmm.
crazy. Man, I'm sure that
Wow.
I'm sure that those things like toughened you up a lot. Like, that's, I mean,
Nah, it's gritty for sure. But I
yeah.
mean, when you're there in the moment, you don't know any different. You're playing baseball with your friends, just showing up every day.
Yeah, and then, I mean, now you're here, so like clearly it's
Yeah.
everything's working out to plan as of right now.
For
Um,
sure.
the last
The-
thing I wanted to ask on Miami before, if you guys have anything
yeah.
else, is um, so the 2026 season coming up. I know that you pitched in Montgomery. I don't know if you have an idea of where you're going to be going into this season, but what are your goals for yourself going into 26?
I mean, I don't know where I'm going, like you just Ash, but goals and preparation, I just hold on. Sorry. That was rough. Um, can you ask a question again? My bad.
Yeah, no. You're good. So going into 26, not knowing necessarily where you're going, but knowing the trajectory that you've been on, do you have any individual goals or expectations for yourself coming into the year?
No, I think the main goal is just to stay healthy full year and try to get a full year just dominating hitters, I guess. But the goal is also to hopefully be in the big leagues this year. So see what's gonna happen.
And
Oh,
like
yes.
confidence wise, I mean, like where are you at confidence wise to be able to?
I'm ready.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
ready.
Yeah.
I love it. Gibby, Evan, do you guys have
That
anything else?
that fastball's reaching 100 this year. That's my goal for you, actually.
Hopefully.
You're
I
reaching triple
appreciate it.
digits, yeah. No,
Hey,
but yeah, that was actually gonna be my
but that
question.
contradicts the stay healthy part. So
Stay
Yeah,
healthy
no,
while
we're
doing
we're
that.
gonna hit it while staying healthy.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like that. I like that actually. That's good. No,
Yeah.
I didn't have anything else, Alex.
Evan, you got anything else?
No, I was gonna ask about if he knew where he might be starting the season, but no, I got nothing else. Thanks so much for joining us, Alex. That was
Well,
For
awesome.
Port
sure. Thank
Charlotte. He's
you.
starting the season in Port Charlotte. We know that
I
for
will
sure.
be in Port
Very
Charlotte.
true.
That's
Very
very
true.
true.
It's a good way to start it. But
We'll have to go see him.
Can,
Have
can
y'all
you
have y'all
can
made a
you
trip to Port Charlotte?
yeah,
Yeah, I'll definitely be down there at some point
It's a
for
great
sure.
place.
can you wrap
Yeah.
Shane up in bubble wrap for us, please?
I got you.
He cannot get injured again.
I got you.
I love that. Yeah, I mean, Port Charlotte should be fun. Hopefully, hopefully there's a lot of excitement around this team this season. But Alex, I don't think I have anything else. You guys don't have anything else. So thank you so much for coming on, man. I do want to make sure that you have the ability to go plug whatever you got going on. So if you have any socials that people can follow or anything like that, that can follow what you got going on, where can people tune in?
I mean, just follow me on Instagram. It's Alex with two X's dot cook. So ALEXX dot COOK.
Perfect.
One
By the
more
way,
thing, perfect name for a pitcher. Perfect last name for a pitcher.
it is.
Cook.
That
Let him
honestly
cook. It's gonna be great.
it's a
I
good
can't
name.
wait.
All right, well, hey, Alex, thank you so much, man, for coming on. We really appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks so much, Alex.